Is your scheduling a little bit chaotic? Well, all you have to do is upload your caseload, upload your school calendar, and then the AI will take care of your entire schedule for you.
Okay, so let's begin. Just like what you saw in that video, all we're supposed to do is just upload the caseload, upload the school calendar. I keep on saying school calendar, I mean school schedule. And essentially we should be done. Now, here's what's important to upload with this caseload. 1, you want to make sure that the student's name is there. 2, you want to make sure that the grade level is stated on this document that you upload. 3, it would be really important that you had the type of goals that they had, whether it's a language specific goal or a speech specific goal, or whether it's both. It's important to have this on the document somewhere. It's also important, as you can see right here on the screen, the amount of times that they're seen per week and the amount of minutes that they're seen per week, right? Because these are all the different variables that we have to take into consideration when we are building out our schedule. And some of you also have to take into consideration the teachers, because sometimes you're going to go get your group and one teacher's on this side of the school and then the other side. Unfortunately, the scheduler doesn't take that variable into consideration. It doesn't take the teacher's location into consideration. But all those other variables that I just said, it does. So, as you can see right here, I don't know how long this took. I'm sure the seconds popped up here on the video. You see the student name, the grade, the amount of times per week, and then the amount of minutes per session for a total minutes of 60 minutes, at least for Luke Skywalker. You can see that there wasn't any goal that it found in the analyzing of it. So let me see if all of these appear not to have any goals in them. And that isn't good. It should have actually had it. So let's cancel this. And especially if there's goals on there. It's really important that the AI captures it. It's really important that you don't even have to spend time with that. So let's go back, let's re-upload it, and let's see if it captures it. And I like that it didn't work and it wasn't perfect and smooth as I was talking about it as we've been here so far, because I want to see you guys, I want you guys to see me troubleshoot through these types of errors or these types of things that could happen or mess up. So like maybe you saw on the screen right there, maybe it took like 20 seconds, 25 seconds for this whole thing to be analyzed. But the most important thing for me right here is that the AI captures everything and it transmits all that information to our apps so that we can compartmentalize it all and make our work that much easier as far as getting our schedule set in place. So perfect. This time around, Luke Skywalker, we got his CH, which is a speech sound goal. And it's very important that we have this goal category. You'll see in a little bit. Leah, speech sound, perfect. And right now, what I would suggest you do is, now that it's extracted all this information or all the information that it should have extracted, then come back here and make sure that it's all correct. Really what I'm looking for is just making sure that all the goal categories are in here, just for time's sake, and just for this presentation of how this works. Speech sound goal, speech sound goal, speech. Let's put, I want to put both for this one. Let's just put both, and let's add another goal for K sound. Okay. And then for this one, let's put speech sound, okay, and speech sound. So the student that has both is the Black Panther. All right, so let's add these students into our caseload. Boom, you see them all popping up right there on the left side, all 30 students, and you can see that they're all categorized by grade level. It looks like we only have one third grader in this caseload. All the rest are, I think, what, 1st through 5th. Now let's upload the school hours, okay? So what I'm going to upload is a document, and you'll see it somewhere here on the screen, that basically has this elementary school's schedule. And it has K through 5's recess, their lunch, their other recesses, but it doesn't have like their specialist time when they go to the library. It doesn't have other like maybe nuances that some individual students have. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But what it did extract was, again, the school hours. And accurately, it did extract 9:10 to 3:40. That is the school time. I know about that through this document. And the early day truly is on Friday, 9:10 to 2:40. Extracted that all on its own. Perfect. And then the 9 different time blocks that it was able to understand from this document. So K through 5 recess, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 a.m. to 10:15. That's correct. The recess on Friday, that's the early day. Their recess is a little bit early at 9:45 to 10. That's correct. Then there's another recess in the afternoon, Monday through Thursday, and then it gives me the lunch times for second grade. So they go from 11:50 to 12:10. So it gives me what? Second grade lunch, third grade lunch, first grade lunch, fourth grade lunch, fifth grade lunch. Perfect. And kindergarten lunch. All right. And then I'm just going to apply this to the schedule. And boom, you see all of those block times already in there. Now, what we can do, let's just say you have one of your students that has their resource room time where they go see a special education teacher to help them out with their math or their reading or whatever they're working on, their writing. What you can do is you can open up an individual profile, and I will open up Hulk's, and you can see we could check off this box for him to not be placed in a group. If he has to be an individual one, we can check that off, or we could add an individual blocked time. So if he cannot be seen at, let's just say 1:40 for resource room, 1:40 to 2 o'clock, then we would add that in here. And then our scheduler will know, oh, okay, you know what? I'm supposed to schedule around this individual block time. So you know what? Let's add that right here. Let's put on Tuesday between, let's say 1:40 p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. And then let's put it on Thursday.
Let's just say Tuesday, Thursday for him. And again, the same time, 1:40 p.m. to 2 o'clock. Yeah.
So when we see the schedule pop up, Hulk should obey all of the time blocks for 5th grade, and it should also follow all the time blocks for this as far as his individual block time. We're going to save it right down here, and voila. Now, what I think the scheduler also missed was the recess time that follows after each age group's or grade level group's lunchtime. So it's either there's like a lunchtime and then there's a recess, or there's a recess then there's a lunchtime. And I don't think it takes that into consideration. But for sake of time and for sake of this explanation, I'm not going to include that. I'm not going to go through that time to add it, but I will show you where to do it. So right here for second grade lunch, I know that that is their lunchtime, 11:50 to 12:10, but they probably have a break between 12:10 to 12:40 as well, or a recess after that. So this is where I would add another time block. I would just say second grade recess, and let's do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the time is between, I think it was like 12:10 to 12:40 p.m. And let's just put this as a break. And we'll put this for the second grade. And sure, we'll put this as a reoccurring time for every week. So then, yes, you see right here on this schedule, the second grade has their lunch, and then boom, right after they have their recess. And again, the scheduler will take that into consideration when it's looking for times for second graders. All right, so this is where we are all done. We uploaded the caseload. We've uploaded all the scheduling for the school hours and the block times. Now it's time for us to generate our schedule. We have 30 students, 10 time blocks, 0 existing appointments as of right now. But within now, we actually have an 100% success rate for 23 sessions for all of our students. Another 100% success rate. I mean, it's all 100% success rates all across the board. So let me unpack this a little bit more. This option 1 first goes over grade first priority, meaning it first looks at all the different grade levels and then groups them according to their grade level. We don't mix the different grade levels here, okay? But in this one in particular, we will go up to 4 students per session, or excuse me, yeah, that's right, 4 students per session. It won't go any more, but it will maximize the amount of students that we could put into each session. So that's why you see 23 sessions within this entire week, because it's fitting at least 4 students within the same grade level within one session. But if you wanted less students within each session, let's just say you don't want any sessions that really have 4 students within them, then you'd go over to option 2, grade first priority, grouping them by the grade, and then you're also compacting them, meaning you're not adding as many. So you'll see right in this one down below, there isn't any group here that has 4 students in them. Really, the one that has, the highest one that I see is 3. That's for this Tuesday group, this other Tuesday group, but you don't see any 4 students in any group. Whereas for option 1, I do see 4 students here on Tuesday. I see another 4 students here on Tuesday. So it's really up to how you want to go about your schedule. Are you okay with the 4 students? Or would you want to kind of spread them out even more? Now, here's the cool thing, and this is something that I'm really going to look forward to when I get back to school. And that's the goal category priority, meaning we are now grouping students based off of their goal. We're not grouping students based off of their grade level per se. And the way that this scheduler works is that it will schedule students within 2 grade levels of each other. So for example, a first grader, let's go to a second grader. A second grader can be scheduled with a kindergartner or a 4th grader. That second grader, again, can be scheduled with the kindergartner because that's 2 grade levels below, or 2 grade levels above. A 4th grader will not be scheduled with a 1st grader. That's 3 grade levels below. It cannot. A 4th grader will never be scheduled with a 7th grader. Obviously, that's in middle school, but I'm just saying, like, just for example's sake, it will never won't go past an additional 2 grade levels. And I think I'm making my point, and I think you understand. So, we have the mixed grades, and you can see right here that we have placement warnings. The following placement issues were detected in the schedule. Grade level restriction violated. Superman 1st grade was grouped with Wonder Woman in 4th grade. It lets you know when it violates it, but it still puts them in there. And what you'll see is that we actually get less sessions, or the least amount of sessions per week, which is nice. I mean, for me, I like to knock out all my groups. I don't mind 4 in a group. It's actually not ideal. I think all of us understand we would rather do individual ones, but for me, I like to be able to make sure I'm maximizing the amount of time for writing and for other administrative work. So anyways, if you don't mind that, you can do that. And also it appears that the mixed grade schedule put them all kind of lumped up here in the Tuesday, Thursday, and made your Monday and Wednesday light, and basically didn't put any sessions in your Friday. And then right here, it looks like it did the same exact thing. So depends on how you really want to do something, or how you really want to, and I just noticed too, grade first priority left your Friday basically open. So it's not really doing anything for you on Friday. You get your Fridays off. But again, this is only with 30 students. So if we just really want to push this to the limits, since we have 30 students, let's just say you only work 3 days out of the week. Let's add a block time. And let's make this your days off. And your days off are Tuesday and Thursday. And of course, you're gone between 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Which basically covers the entire school day. And let's put this for all grade levels, all right? So your days off are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now let's see how the scheduler takes this into consideration, especially in light of us having 30 students. Let's go back here. It looks like it's still pulling up the previous one. Go back to Generation tab, and then we'll generate schedule options again. All right, it looks like we now have a 98% success rate for option 1, a 96% success rate for option 2, 100% for option 3 and option 4. So looks like the error that it had right here was that GAT only has one, as GAT and Superman are only logged in for 1 session, and they are still looking for a second session for one of them, or for both of them. So yeah, it's just a matter of now at this point, for you to look into the schedule and say, let's plug in Superman with Catwoman, and let's plug in, oh wait, no, I read that wrong. It's late at night, sorry. Superman only got 1 out of 2 sessions, and that's the only student that was underscheduled. So we just had to find one student, Superman in particular, another time, and it looks like he was scheduled in on Friday. So we had to find another time for him on Monday and Wednesday, and then that should be good to go. It should be easy. And then of course with option 3 and option 4, you have 100% success rate. It's just you have those violations with the grade levels being scheduled a little bit off. And I'm pretty sure most of you are okay with that, a first grader being placed with a fourth grader, especially in extreme circumstances where you're only working 3 days a week and you have 30 students on your schedule or on your caseload. So the one thing I forgot to include in the video is the reshuffling of options 1 and 2. So let's say the very first time it generates a schedule, you don't get 100% success. You can reshuffle it again, move all these different students around, and perhaps it's going to increase the amount of students that have been scheduled and hit that 100% success rate. So let me show you really quick. So looking here at option 2, there's a 93% success rate with 26 sessions scheduled. Over here in option 1, we have 100%, option 3 100%, and option 4 100%. So we have option 2 at 93%. What we can do is come down here and generate reshuffle version 1, and perhaps it will increase to maybe 96%, maybe even 100, or it could reduce. So let's see what happens. So it did reduce down to 91%. We have 25 sessions. And if you want to see the difference between the two, you could just scroll down right here and then just click between to see how it reshuffled those sessions. So let's reshuffle version 2 and let's see what we get. And we're back at 93% accuracy. I've had instances where the accuracy increases. Obviously you see right there it decreased or it increased a little bit, but you could easily just go to option 1, option 3, or option 4 here, and then all of those are at 100%. But if you really are aiming for that compact type of scheduling, then for sure you should just go with option 2 and try to figure out where all of those other students that haven't been placed to find a new placement for them within this 3-day period. Okay. Well, yep, that's it. It's again the same type of schedule that I just showed you. I just wanted to showcase that reshuffling of the versions. Yes, that is basically it, you guys. I mean, it happens really fast. This whole video I'm looking right here is looking like it's taking up around 17 minutes. And I know most of you are spending at least 2 hours, if not more, just working out this schedule, figuring out how many days per week, working with the teachers, all this stuff. And we just got this done really quickly. Now, I'm likely going to create another video in the future talking about how you could create, let's say, like a PDF that would be very good for your document caseload reader, so that it has all that information in there for you, and so that you don't have to go back and forth on a piece of paper, plug it in on a computer, look right here, looking back and forth, where it's just done for you. But that will probably be for another day. I just wanted to show you how fast this is and how really useful this tool is. Last thing is, I'm planning on using this technology with a resource room teacher this year. If you guys have a resource room teacher that would be interested in this type of thing, I know with the school district that I work for, especially the elementary school, my resource room teacher had a thick pile of schedules that they had to rework throughout the entire year. And so if they would find this useful, by all means, send them my way. I would love to connect with them and be able to build this out to be a little bit more inclusive for not only us, but for them, and potentially expanding it out to OTs and PTs. If you stuck around this far, make sure you guys sign up with SLP AI tools. It's phenomenal and it's only going to get better. All right, take care.